Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Andabro2 back at it with a live stream early in the morning. I've got my coffee with me. A little bit drizzle here today with the hurricane coming through, but it is okay because we are bundled inside and we're going to get a few games of Rocket League going. Today we're just going to go over some tips, do what I can to share with you my knowledge as I head towards retirement of playing Rocket League, as all of my skills, I just don't really need them anymore. So this is all for free. I'm sharing all my knowledge with you guys, and I really hope that you can learn from a few of the things that I have learned from while playing Rocket League over my vast amounts of experience. Personally, I've kind of fallen out of the try-hard stage where I am competing for rank, but just because of my repetitive gameplay, a lot of my moves are very punctual and demonstrate that I've been playing for a long time. So we're just going to jump right into it. Personally, I don't care to play casual ever. I play competitive, and it also gives me a mixed flavor of the different types of play styles that are out there. When you are a high rank and you play in low rank settings, it teaches you a new form of having unpredictable behaviors that will influence the game. Sorry, let me take a sip of coffee here. So, personally, in my opinion, I think people who are in the plat ranks are just as good as people who are in the champion ranks, just missing a few minor key changes that they should take into consideration, and we're going to demonstrate that here. So, the first thing that you need to look at is the modality of cardinal behavior. And what is cardinal? Cardinal is people who make the first move. So in astrology, there are three modalities or three modes, and those modes are start, middle, and end, or cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So if you focus on one of the modes, you can tell perhaps what's going through a player's mind. So as you can see, people are staying engaged. People decide to go up for things when they shouldn't. So we're just gonna hang back, try to give players as much space as they can here. Make sure we take that loose. Ooh, almost missed that. So what we're doing is letting the flow of the play go around us, trying to be as minimalistic as possible to the play, because what we're trying to accomplish is finding where exactly the play is being put. So if you can kind of try to comprehend, it's like a flow of play styles that all revolve around the ball, and it's like a dance, right? Kind of like if you have water that is flowing down a river and creating turbulence in the water, you're gonna have different rocks that will affect the water flow, and typically it is more consistent than you think, right? It's not the water has free form, but it's forming around specific actions. There we go. Didn't know if he was going to take the high shot. Figured my teammates would be there to get the low shot. Should I go for that? A little too far. I'm going to wait for that rebound. Looks like I'm going to be the only defender here. teammate couldn't get back in time. That's quite alright. He got a good 50-50 on me. So let's talk about 50-50s, because that is a very important factor with the cardinal modality. And I'll demonstrate here at the kickoff, you don't necessarily need to have first touch every single time. In fact, not having first touch is kind of the key. So a lot of players will get in this aggressive, repetitive behavior, and they need to understand that just a couple taps here and there is all you need. So I'm going to evade this close one. Oh, he gave it to me. That was nice. Kind of lost train of thought here. So yeah, 50-50s. If you are engaging with a player, it's kind of best to slow your vehicle down. Don't let... I don't know if I didn't pull it back enough. I'm gonna demo this guy. Wasn't really worth it. I'm gonna make sure he goes and gets boosts like he should. Remember, stay visual around the field. So notice when my teammates are in an offensive position, I need to be in a defensive position. When my teammates are in a defensive position, I need to be more in an offensive position. Granted, it can be riskier because you then have to rely on your teammates to do the defending. So that's kind of the trade-off that you're making. Notice how my teammates are stealing the boost and making plays that is getting them out of rotation. So a lot of people say, hey, rotation is where it's at as far as making the best Rocket move or Rocket League plays, and that is incorrect. Rotation has almost nothing to do with playing. Sometimes it's more about position than rotation, and having that consistency so that your teammates can rely on you. But so like notice a couple plays ago, look at that play. A couple plays ago when I was sitting in net with almost zero boost, and my teammate who had boost decided to exit his position in order to try and attempt to save, and then the ball was out of his possession, right? Went past him. So you got to be careful of that when you know your teammates are boost spamming, right? You want to be wary of that and allow them all the boosts that they can get. Notice how I'm not really focused on going for the ball every time. Trying to let my teammates have their fair share. And when you're in the lower ranks, you're going to see a lot more of that aggressive behavior. It's the repetitiveness that keeps happening. Also, you know, if I were on the opponent's team, it's 3-1 with a few seconds left. Please show your sportsmanship. Please forfeit the game. You know, there's no need to play an additional 15, 30 seconds. It's sportsmanship to forfeit the game every time when you're running low on time and you're not as helpful as you wish you could be. If you're not actually participating, to the point of creating that competition, then you're just being negligent, which is, allowing for the game to continue without taking into account other people's feelings and their time. So like if I had a game that was 5-0, it depending on what the time is and what I think I'm able to do, even if I know I'm a better player, if they have more goals than me over a specific amount of time, I will end up forfeiting. But a lot of those factors you're not able to keep an account of because of there's just so many different factors, right? I didn't know if he was going to go for that or not. No one's back in net, so you can see that sometimes when you take those options to go on an offensive play style, you're not keeping in account of what your teammates are doing, and if your teammates are a lower rank or behaving with exercises that are more of an aggressive, chasey behavior, you need to take in account of that. It's unfortunate, you're sitting here at a platinum or diamond or even champ rank and, you're not really able to play the game. But your positioning is more important than you know. If I steal all the main boost, that's going to leave options for my teammates without boost, and having them get boost will get them in the position that you're hoping for. So obviously that guy Eddie is chasing. It's real simple to see if people are chasing. Just look at the speeds at which they're going and if they ever slow down or stop. Nice stop there. I'm going to keep the consistency here. Carl avoided me there, which was a really well played for him. Obviously, I'm not able to trust my teammates to make as many goals as I wish they could. There we go. Notice how a couple of the goals have been the defenders making the scores, and I just find that behavior of chasing. And look, everyone is on that side of the field, right? So you can tell that people are playing with the mentality of trying to get to the ball rather than being in a position ready to take a shot. So what that means is, like, if I had more experienced players on my team and we had a couple of them that remained in offensive positions, they would be able to be open for a pass. Missing boost. Okay, going in for an aggressive possession. My teammate literally messed up my play because he went in to kind of grab the ball from me, which is just something you're going to have to deal with when you don't have experienced players. You just need to let them take the shots because there's no point of trying to outcompete them for the ball. See, let them take the shot. Of course, he spent a fraction of a second to go for that boost, which brought him out of position. See, if he didn't go for that boost and he just started flip resetting, or flipping into the position that he needed to be, he could probably outpace going for that boost. And it's maybe a little counterintuitive, but it really is the trick. You know, if you save just a few boosts, then you can actually, you know, if you save just a little bit of boost, like, you know, then you can use that for your momentum and just flip to where you need to be. If you're constantly looking for boost, then you know you're not particularly managing your boosts very well. There are very rare circumstances where you need to increase your speed in the game to assert that dominance, but unless you have really good play tactics, there's almost never a point to do that, because you know, 9 times out of 10 positioning is so much more important than chasing. Good, I wanted to slow the ball down here. See, now, these guys aren't forfeiting, so I could try to ask them to forfeit, but they're just being obnoxious. You know, and you know, if you really want to get into the technicalities of things, you could also say that spamming a voice chat right at the right moments can distract a player. I've seen it done a few times. Children. I should have just let them have the goal. It would have saved more fractions of time, which is all what we're here to do. You know, you can get into even if, you know, like I talked about, using speed for your benefit, and where you want to do that is, no, I'm not going to team up with these guys. Where you want to use your speed is when you can, if you see any defenders who are sitting in net, or if there's anyone who is going for an aerial and they just come down on the ball, right? Like or just come down to the ground, like right there. That is a key moment that you can use a key moment that you can use the demos to basically stop them from having that control of the ball, sending them back to spawn. So looks like we got a chaser on our team because he shouldn't have saved that, so we'll keep in mind of that. Make sure he doesn't get boost. no real need for ball here. I knew no one was going to be able to get it. He probably didn't send that save into the right position here. I'm going to tap this in. So again, watching the plays on the field here, you can see that all of the opponents were on our side of the field, which is really easy for breakaways. You know, there's no offsides in Rocket League, so you want to keep that in mind all the time. Also, instead of sitting, I hate when that happens, instead of sitting in net, sitting in midfield is always a good thing to do. I recommend that when the ball is on the opponent's side of the field, to try to pull out of net as much as possible. At least, I would say, you know, if you got a handle on it, like maybe like right here, you know, you don't want to allow your opponents to do any pinch plays. Pinch plays can definitely harm. Made that defender get up there. We're gonna sit back. Just going for that boost. Okay, notice how my teammates are not in the right position at all. Basically, having to rely on a fail of a save in order, or a fail of a shot in order to make the save. So right here I demonstrated that I disengaged from going for the ball and I went for the player instead, allowing for a free shot to happen. Okay, we can do that again. Oh, he didn't get spooked. See where that drops. Let my teammate take that goal. I could tap it. We're gonna let him do it first, because it's all about like, you know, who's doing what when. Keeping this consistency on them. Missed up my ceiling shot. Missed that up too. It's alright. It's okay to miss your shots. I actually recommend you missing your shots a lot more than you'd think. And the reason being is because when you miss up your shots, you actually make it harder for the opponents to tell where the ball is going to be. So, you know, if I'm sitting on the offensive position and I'm waiting for the ball, I'm gonna boost. So, I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. Let's see if I can show. Gosh, my controller is just messed up. Okay, we're gonna go for this. Trying to get that ball away from the defenders as much as possible. And you know it's a new player when they constantly kick that ball out to the side there. If they aren't able to maintain a passing or trying to center the ball as much as possible, then you know it's just stealing boosts so they can't get it. Trying to go for demos. Getting bumped back into position is always a good thing to do when you've got people chasing. Oh no. Yeah. You know, if you guys are playing for a long time like I have, you've probably destroyed a few of your controllers. I have destroyed many, probably like 16 controllers. It's always the left joystick that breaks because, you know, that's where you're playing Rocket League. And I gotta say, it does make it harder to play. Sometimes it's funny to actually work with it because you get stuck in weird positions, like your car will drift automatically when you don't want it to. As I have my drift button attached to the left joystick. But basically, when it comes to playing, make sure you guys get some new controllers, otherwise it's going to be harder to play. And you need to focus on what you can do instead of trying to do what you can, you know? Just trying to go for that demo. Knew that was going to happen. Messed up my touch. Trying to get leverage for that teammate so that he can smack that ball down. Just gonna float it in there. Was not fast enough. That's alright. Guy's going for a lot of bumps. Just keep that in mind. Sometimes you can fake a demo in order to get a guy out of position. No, you were not faking, you were ball hogging. So Pollo is definitely ball chasing here, so it's going to be very difficult to try to get that demo. I always recommend if you try to pass the ball off, it's going to be a lot more beneficial for everyone on your team. And of course, he stole my boost. Let's see if he makes the save. Gotta tease him because he took my boost and he failed to make the save. When you have that kind of behavior where you're chasing a lot, you're just going to end up making those mistakes like that. So it might be a little bit more difficult to play with this guy if he's going to be consistently chasing. Thankfully, I was able to pass it off. If you watch this replay here, you see how what's his face? Pollo was just about to go in for that hit when it was all stars ball that I was trying to get it to just because of the right angle. So you can tell that Pollo is really messing up the team, and you can tell just he's got low points. His chasing is more or less just putting pressure on without actually doing anything. Trying to, oh, that was almost a good pass. Making sure he doesn't get boost. Not a great pass, but that's alright. See if anyone wants to go for that. Guy's sacrificing going for that demo when he shouldn't have. Oh, bad bounce. Okay, so I'm stealing a lot of boost from my teammates, I think, so I gotta slow the roll. See if that was friendly. I think so. I don't think that was good. Oh, okay, I barely got that save. Notice how I pulled off of that ball. I was not wanting to chase that, knowing in my heart that I would not be able to make the or maintain possession here. Kicking it off to the side. Nope. Trying to save as much boost as possible. Get that ball up in the air for more time. That's gonna hurt. Oh, good save, good save. I shouldn't have pulled out of net. Yeah, that was my fault. So, if you take a notice, Pollo left the game immediately. So he's just the type of player. He's just the type of player that's gonna throw the game for everyone. I don't like to report people who are throwing the game, but if you're chasing the entire game and you're causing the loss, you're definitely the one with the issue. So, you know, you go back and look at the replays. He caused the most amount of teammate bumping. He caused the most amount of steals from his own teammate. It's like, imagine in basketball, like you play basketball. Everyone watches basketball or has seen basketball. It is common for an opponent to try to steal the ball from you. But if it was your own teammate trying to steal the ball from you, you would be like, well, you're not a very smart player, are you? And so, you know, you can look at that behavior and you can go, you know, is this guy doing the right thing or the wrong thing? And if he's trying to take the ball from you, he's not even paying attention to the game. Because no player should be stealing a ball from a teammate. Almost got to that pass. No need to really chase this. Okay, so you can see both of them went up for that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, I missed my, what was it, wall tap? I forget what those are called. I mean, he's bringing the ball to this. What is he doing, dude? Nice save. Sacrifice boost possession. I should have gone for boost instead. Never aiming at net. Okay. Getting weak on those calls there. Trying to pass back to my teammate for that shot. Probably shouldn't have done that. Had to really take it to the side here because of these guys. Probably should have tried a little bit harder to finish that. I don't think I got that touch. Ugh. Jeez, Xander. Alright. That's gonna be a goal. Oh no, he actually saved it. Nice shot. So, right here, I knew that I had to put some pressure on that opponent. So that's kind of where I went with that. Trusting that my teammates would be able to get any shots that he would take. All we have to do is hold. There we go. So we're winning most of these. You know, it is what it is. So let's finish up with the modalities. I know it's the same stuff that I always talk about, but it needs to be said. We've got the fixed modality, which is basically like staying in a decision that you've made. So whatever that decision may be, it may be moving forward at the fastest speed, or it may be, you could kind of say it's like a combination of a lot of different things, right? So like, would chasing the ball and like turning towards it be a fixed position? Yeah, kind of it is. It's also a little bit of modality of uh, mutable, due to the fact that you are consistently making the decision to niche your car in a couple degrees left or a couple degrees right, and then follow that path. But what you want to focus on is like, um, watching what kind of behaviors are fixed. So you can look at the micro scale, which is like every touch to the controller, and then sticking in that touched position. So like if I am gonna jump into the air, I'm now fixed into the air. Okay. Um, or you could look at it at the general scale, uh, which is like, I notice that this player is always chasing, so they're fixed in a chasing behavior pattern, um, which is pretty easy to fix if you're trying to um, get that dominating control. So if I see a player who is constantly chasing, then I know that I can go for a demo and pull them out of that rotationary control that they've had just by auxiliary position, right? Didn't want him to get boost on that one. Nice shot. Saw them going back on that one. Pass back to my teammates. Would have been a nice shot. Get it around those opponents. We're going to see who's available for a pass. No one's available. Nothing I can do there. I don't have boost. I can go for that. Look at that timing. Ending on 0 boost. How you like them apples? Oh boy. Now I'm gonna have to keep some speed in order to maintain control. So this is gonna be a little harder without an additional teammate here. All we have to do is defend, right? That might be in. Let's see. Nope. Letting my teammate go for that. Messed up my shot. Now I'm off sides. That's not good. Now I'm stealing boost from my teammates. That's not good. Or teammate. Still got boost. Jeez. I mean, this really goes to show you that it doesn't matter how many teammates you have, you can still win the game if you play smart. Might have been an intentional fake. I'm not really too sure on that. Teammate finally comes back. We got 2 points. We didn't need you, bro. Oh, I almost got that bank. Again, playing with a half-broken controller here, so... knocking him out of position. Trying to get the, Of course he gets a goal. He didn't even help. I couldn't even get the goal. Very nice. Are we in diamond now? Just gonna let it go. Whoa, a little off there. It's not a good position to be in. Took his boost on accident. Knocking it back so that we can... What the heck? Dude just decides to randomly stop playing. Notice that I tried to pull off as best I could. What? Okay, and all 3 of us going for it? That's not good. Chasing behavior right there. I guess he kind of flipped into it. I'll let it slide. No, he ended up getting that. That was a nice shot. Let's watch that. Whether by mistake or on purpose, I think it was more on mistake. Jesus. TTV Tattoo Gaming is playing like doo-doo. We'll probably end after this game. I'm not feeling I need to talk anymore about this. That guy is bad. I need to report him. It was worth it. Now he's finally playing. What a banger, dude. No one's gonna say good job. Look at this. Look at this. Oof. Oh, man, that's fun. Yeah, I don't think it's got that. Nope, both of them are out of net right there. Making sure there's no defenders there. Oh, come on. Jeez. Well, we're not gonna win now. Almost got it in for me. Well, there you go, guys. Hopefully you learned something today. I'm going to get off, and thanks for watching.